We're going to get started in just a few minutes, so if you'd like to grab another cup of coffee, another bagel, please help yourself, and we will get started in about 2 minutes. All right, everybody. Welcome. Can we just have a round of applause for the fact that we made it here today? Let's give each other a big applause. Woo-hoo. Good morning. I am Darlene Wade. I'm the Executive Director of Community Boards. And thank you. And it is my great privilege and honor to welcome all of you to the 13th Annual San Francisco Peacemaker Awards. All right. I want to just say good morning to the people who are watching us on a live stream on YouTube. You'll notice our tech in the back filming. I want to say good morning and thank you for your patience. Today is a remarkable day of celebration. It is a day of reflection. It is a day to renew our shared values, and it is a day of joy. For the past 13 years, we have gathered together on this day in June to celebrate incredible people and organizations and their community building, justice, and peacemaking practices. I think I speak for many of us when I say that we need to hear, in fact, we are desperate to hear stories of peacemaking and alternatives to conflict, violence, and strife. I think it is something we can all relate to, that our lives and our news feeds and our social media are just rife with conflict, from the streets in San Francisco to the national political stage. And we need stories that buck this trend. We need to celebrate the people amongst us and the organizations that are blazing trails of peace, each in their own way, and their stories offer us hope, and that is why I believe we are here today. Yes. I want to just say the obvious here, which is that our ceremony is going to move very quickly. And before we know it, we will be having a little champagne toast, and then we will be on our way. And so I have a hope for all of you. And my hope is that the sweetness of this day stays with you. And to our award winners today, California Lopez, woohoo! And Susan Stone, and Brava for Women in the Arts, led by the amazing Stacey Powers-Cuellar. My hope is that the joy of today and the knowledge that we recognize you, that we see you, that we support you for your tremendous accomplishments linger with you and empower you to continue doing what you do. And I hope for the rest of us that the award winners' stories spark more joy, more hope, more humanity, more justice, and more peace, and help us all feel emboldened to take action. So that is my hope for all of you today. Okay, before we get started with our amazing program, I would like to start off by acknowledging a special guest that is here with us today. I've invited my good friend Maria Bro. She is going to raise her hand. They're going to raise their hand. Who is the sister, thank you for being here, of David Bro, a beloved local resident of Davis, California, who was recently killed during a series of violent crimes there. You may have heard about it in the newspaper. And David was affectionately referred to as the compassion guy, because of more than 10 years he spent gathering definitions of the word compassion and championing the concept in the local Davis community. And he said that if people act with aggression, that the compassionate way is to respond to their pain with love. And so in his honor, and as a way for all of you to get to know each other a little bit more at the tables today, I invite you to take just a few minutes to say hello to the people at your table, and then turn to the persons or people sitting closest to you and explore each other's definition of compassion. Just take a few minutes and let's see what we can come up with and feel. And if you're watching this ceremony from home today, I encourage you as well to talk to someone in your home or in your workplace or jot down a few notes. Thank you. Okay, everybody, thank you. All right. I'd like to take a moment. There's a lot that we can unpack on this topic. And I hope that you will continue to connect with each other after this event and continue to talk about many of the themes that come up for you today. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge some very special people who made this event happen. First of all, I'd like to thank the staff at the City Club. Thank you for the delicious food and for serving us today. We appreciate it greatly. I'd like to take a moment to thank our camera crew at the back. Thank you so much. Not everybody feels comfortable coming back because of COVID, so we are happy that they're able to join us on YouTube today. A huge thank you to our designer and our publicist and everyone who made this look so good. Most importantly, I want to thank Community Board staff. A huge thank you to Marjorie and Jim, Rachel, Mark, Sarah, Chioma, Mac, and Deanna. Nonprofit work, as many of you know, is very hard work, and we value your contributions every day. A big thank you to our special contractors, Karen Lipney and Sharon Tom and Susan Stone, for making our partnership with the incredible San Francisco Pretrial Diversion Project and the District Attorney's Neighborhood Courts program impactful and successful. A shout out to our community volunteer mediators, our board of directors, and our advisory council members. I would like to ask you to please stand. Everybody whose name was just mentioned, please stand up. Thank you so much. And because of all of you, it takes a village. Because of all of you, we are able to provide high quality conflict transformation and mediation services, conflict coaching, referrals, public facilitation services to all members of the San Francisco community, and no one is ever turned away for lack of funds. And of course, today's Peacemaker Awards would not be possible without the support of our very generous sponsors. And I want to take a moment to have you notice the paper sitting on your table. We have a list of all the sponsors on the back, or on the front, whichever way you hold it. And we also, on a separate piece of paper, there's a little QR code, this funny little graphic. And if you take a photo, if you open up your photo app on your phone and hold it up to that QR code, it will take you to a full program with lots of great information about our award winners and community boards. And there's lots of thank yous and acknowledgements, and our members are listed there. So when you have some time, when you get home today, feel free to explore that. But our incredibly generous leadership circle sponsors, we are very grateful, and we want to take a moment to recognize Adam Green, Elizabeth Schwiff, and Schwiff Levy and Polo, LLC, and the San Francisco Police Officers Association. And they also pay for a little card that the police carry and hand out when they arrive at a scene of an incident and no violent crime has been committed. They can refer people to community boards. I also want to thank our partnership circle sponsors who so generously donated to this event today: Brittany Botorf and Insight Council, Tracy Lemon and Lemon Employment Law and Conflict Resolution, Nick Milsner and Summit One, Michael Tobriner, Family Law and Civil Mediation, and Deborah and Michael Varner. Thank you all, and thank you to the Advocacy Circle sponsors as well. Now, to get us into the mood and to feel this moment, it is my pleasure to introduce you to 3-time Grammy Award nominated musician and vocal activist, world traveler with Linda Tillery and the Cultural Heritage Choir, solo artist, and stick-pounding activist, educator, Melanie DeMoore.
Hey! Good morning, peacemaking people. We are going to sing something together here, okay? There will be hand clapping and all that other kind of stuff. And so you're going to go right with me. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. We got this, people. We're going to do a song called Hold Everybody Up that I wrote. Here you go. Come on, get your hands up. Get your hands up. Here you go. Start with me. We got to hold. Sing with me. We got to hold everybody. We got to hold everybody up. Now, when you say up, I live in Oakland. Up. All right. Let's go. We got to hold everybody. We got to hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up. Hold everybody up, up, up. hold everybody up, and then we clap, and then we clap. And I go, just because you look like you and I look like me, it doesn't mean we can't be friends. You're not my enemy. So we gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody. Trick, huh? We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up. Up. Hold everybody up. Up. Hold everybody up. Up. Hold everybody. And then we clap again. People all around the world sometimes feel so sad. But when others show they care, well, things don't seem so bad. So we gotta hold, come on. We gotta hold everybody up. Well, we gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. 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 Now this next verse is about some serious peacemakers. Thank you, Reverend Dr. King, for showing us what love can bring. Thank you, my diva, for lifting up South Africa. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up. Hold everybody up. Hold everybody. Big finish. Hold everybody up. And then we clap.
Woo! Thank you, Melanie. Yes, this is the spirit. And with that, I'd like to invite our San Francisco Poet Laureate, Tongo Ison Martin.
A lot of God can happen in 3 seconds. Not much heaven, though. Here's a man before a fight. A leave me alone type character, emerging from the penniless death of a one-way street fiction, a fancy way of saying I'm gonna make it even if I have to drive backwards. All I have is chord changes and 1,000 backhands. Driving the street like I'm choking it. Car full of nephews, hasn't been a sun since November, and there hasn't been a street I can't choke to death. This city better back down. You see these guns on the table? And something about staring until it all feels stable. Why wouldn't I protect everyone on my desk, sleep late? My son better be quick. My daughter better shoot first because we fall for no one. We fall for nothing. Okay, the first thing you'll feel is the heat. This lady would tell me, trying to tell me about possession, drink life need is what I mostly hear. And most of the world leaves me alone to breathe smog like a giant, to go to jail every once in a while when a genocide kicks up in late May, when politicians have too easy a time. I'm gassing backwards out on one-way street in honor of myself and in honor of you, if you understand the nature of the world. How long I've been just like my father? One hell of a resemblance, says the anxiety of the neighborhood. This is a crossroads or a crossroads narrative of so much crossroads, people get in the habit of turning back. Turn back only to find themselves remembering me, but not my last words. A man before a fight, you'll feel the heat, but there's nothing to keep in mind. There's nothing to remember, really, there's nothing to be. There's just this moment, then another, then stare, then it all becomes stable, then the table legs go fuzzy, and Friday's an unfamiliar face peeking in the window. It's cool to panic for a second. Composure is wasted on your worst enemies. People are marked on that sidewalk. You're the only thing life-size. Everybody knows this in a wire hanger empire when the blood stops walking. That feeling isn't father enough to be permission to fold. You better swing one more time. You know, that father of yours rose from the grave and said, just give me 5 more minutes. He said, running water is a myth. It's us who are running up, down, and all alongside this water. And people don't rise from the grave. They're not laid down neither. It's us who flip all around their bodies. So beware when the people around you all look like they about to jump. It might be your time. you'll feel the heat. And when four walls demand to be four walls and the earth outside mutes, don't panic. Don't try to recreate the earth outside. Don't tell jokes to yourself. Don't even talk disrespectfully to the four walls. Instead, unclench your fist and walk away. There might be heaven if you understand the nature of the world.
Whew. Wow, it's a lot of feelings. Thank you both, Melanie and Tongo. And I invite you all to stay to the end of this event today because they will come back again and close us out before our champagne toast. So please make sure you stick around. Okay. I think it's time to get started with our awards ceremony. I would like to invite California Lopez, Susan Stone, and Stacy Powers Cuellar to join us here in these three seats up front. All right, let's get started. So Community Board's Peacemaker Awards event recognizes that it takes a village of peacemakers and anti-violence activists to build a San Francisco that values dialogue and resolution over conflict, division, and disputes. Our Peacemaker Award winners are outstanding examples of how incredible vision and true dedication to community and community health and well-being can create profound, lasting, and positive changes. And as you know, we are celebrating three extraordinary winners today: California Lopez, Susan Stone, and Brava for Women in the Arts. Yes. And they represent not only what's possible, but how to treat each other with greater compassion. And I think that is one of our themes of the day. And so to begin, I'd like to invite California Lopez up front. Hi, good morning. The Gail Sadala Rising Peacemaker Award honors a youth who is making a difference in their school and community and is setting an example for other youth in peacemaking and violence prevention. This award is given in Gail Sadala's name as a tribute to her pioneering work developing Community Board's renowned school-based conflict manager program and curriculum and her lifelong dedication to students. Congratulations, California. California Lopez. Woohoo! Is a senior. She's a rising senior at Mission High School. Congratulations. She began her journey as a leader and conflict resolution practitioner when she was in 8th grade at Willie Brown Middle School. And this past year was her second year serving as a peer mediator at Mission High. This year alone, she has mediated more than 30 cases. Can you imagine? 30! That's more than some professional mediators have mediated, involving students with a range of disputes, including miscommunication, to relationship problems, gossip, and even physical fights, I think, maybe a little bit. She's also a mentor to younger students, and she is really appreciated and valued by her teachers, peer resources, and her faculty at Mission High. And so I want to have all of you join me in congratulating California Lopez with the 2023 Gail Sadala Rising Peacemaker. And I also want to acknowledge her parents who are here today, and her grandparents.
Thank you so much. It is still like a lot to take in, so I don't exactly know what to say. I am very appreciative though, and I really want to thank my teachers, Oscar Cardenas and Fakra Shah, for helping me learn more about peer resources and, I don't know, really getting me into it and inspiring me and that, and my family. Yeah.
Mentors are so important. So thank you to all of you. Okay. The Community Board's Leadership Peacemaker Award honors an organization that has established a significant and meaningful track record contributing to community building and peacemaking in San Francisco, and there's no organization more deserving than Brava for Women in the Arts. Peacemaking comes in many forms. We know this. And Brava for Women in the Arts offers an artistic approach, a creative approach of artistic programming for the public that reflects their communities, offers youth alternatives to the streets, and facilitates profound community conversations, engagement, and problem solving towards a healthy and vibrant mission community. Brava, as many of you know, has been an anchor organization in the mission for over 37 years and has owned and operated the Brava Theater for 27 under the extraordinary leadership of Anastasia Powers-Cuellar. And today, Brava has brought to full splendor a 350-seat Art Deco theater on Calle 24 in this cultural district of San Francisco. Cultivating artistic expression of women, LGBTQIA, people of color, youth, and other underrepresented voices, Brava has brought a powerful spotlight to those often overlooked by traditional arts organizations, and they offer San Francisco some of the most multifaceted intersectional arts programming. And additionally, Brava is committed to providing youth with opportunities. They have an incredible Mission Academy performing arts program, and they are a treasure. Brava is a community treasure at the very heart of our city, and they speak to the arts as an essential resource for healthy and peaceful community building. So please join me in congratulating Brava for Women in the Arts and their executive director, Stacy Powers-Cuellar, with the 2023 Community Board's Leadership Award.
I'm the opposite of Tango. Thank you so very much for this award. It's just so moving. I mean, it's the best thing to be called a peacemaker. I mean, it's just like, I woke up this morning and I was like, wow, what a beautiful thing to carry through the day today, through the rest of my time at Brava and just in life. It's just really special. You know, when you work in the arts, you have to, you know, be extremely collaborative. You have to work collectively. You have to listen to others. You know, it takes 15 people to do a solo show. And you have to, you know, listening is just such a key part of that. Listening to other people's ideas, trying to figure out how to facilitate and bring all those ideas together, whether it's a piece of music, a play, you know, working with kids. You know, it's just like you're just trying to bring, you know, the concept of making people's lives better every day. That's what I wake up every day. I was like, okay, what can I do today to make other people's lives better, which makes my life better? And I just feel so honored to be running an organization in such a dynamic neighborhood with so many obstacles and possibilities at the same time. It's just really beautiful. I just really want to thank Darlene, who I've known for many years, my family, my husband, Jose Cuellar, Dr. Loco is in the house, my daughter, Ishel Cuellar, who's on tour with Hamilton right now, my goddaughter, Chela Vargas, who inspires me every single day, as a student of City College and our social media content curator at Brava, my dear friend Marian Standish, Linda Lucero, Tony Gonzalez, who are all here today. They're really people who inspire me every day, who make sure that I stay on the path of enriching all of your lives, and making sure the artists are well taken care of and have a place that they can call home. You know, it's a huge diversity is hard. Working in diversity is really difficult. Getting people to see the differences of working with Black artists as opposed to Latino artists, Asian artists, or, you know, it's just kind of like helping people see the broader perspective of how we can enrich each other's lives. So thank you, Darlene. Thank you to the community boards for this incredible honor. I'm really touched. Thank you.
Thank you, Brava. Thank you, California. Susan, come here. All right. This is very personally touching to me because I adore so deeply. I adore this person, as many of us do here. The Raymond Schoenholtz Visionary Peacemaker Award honors an outstanding individual who has made significant contributions to peacemaking, community building, and anti-violence work. We try to honor the unsung heroes and people who are really in the trenches doing the work day in and day out. And it is named after the pioneer of the community mediation model and the founder of community boards, Ray Schoenholtz. It is my profound privilege and honor to present this year's Raymond Schoenholtz Visionary Peacemaker Award to Susan Stone. Let's give it up. I love you. I love you too. Many of us in this room consider Susan a friend. How can you not? She is warm and giving and generous and soulful and sweet. And she is so brilliant and bright. And she is a role model and a mentor for so many of us. We have been trained by her, coached by her. She is a confidant. And she is a distinguished mediator and an absolutely top-notch restorative justice practitioner with a heart of gold. Since 2002, Susan Stone has worked primarily inside of juvenile halls throughout the San Francisco Bay Area and San Mateo counties as a mediator and a caseworker in restorative justice programs, bringing youth offenders together with the people who have been harmed to talk about the crime, the people who harmed and the people who have been harmed, the people who harm and the people who have been harmed. And she discusses the impact that the crime has had and focuses on bringing the people who have been harmed's voices to the front and center so that there are opportunities to repair the harm for everyone affected. Over the years, Susan has aided community dispute outcomes for the San Francisco Department of Police Accountability, for community boards, for the Peninsula Conflict Resolution Center, for SEEDS, and she serves as a community justice trainer for the San Francisco District Attorney's Neighborhood Courts program. She has also provided support for the San Francisco Pretrial Diversion Project. She leads workshops in women's correctional facilities in San Mateo County and San Quentin State Prison. And her mediation and restorative justice practices addresses all kinds of situations that harm and impact families, businesses, and communities. And I think it is her spirit, it is her brilliance and her warmth that help create really special environments where people are likely to reach understandings and achieve agreements about what must happen to make things right. And we are simply honored and privileged to honor Susan with the 2023 Raymond Schoenholtz Visionary Peacemaker Award. Thank you.
I feel like I should just go sit down. I thank you so much. It truly is an honor. I was looking back over all the transitions in life that brought me to this moment where I get to have this extraordinary opportunity to be a recipient, to share it with amazing women, and to talk to you for a moment. And I thought about the transitions that brought me to this point. I had a long career in broadcasting, and then when I was moving on after being a union steward and dealing with shop negotiations for, conflicting sides, I thought, gosh, what is it really all about in the end? And it's really about storytelling. And I was looking back thinking of what I might say today, so if you'll indulge me for just a few moments, I thought I'd say something about where all this began. The first time I heard anything about how one might really learn to solve a problem or settle a conflict was actually from a poster taped to a lamppost on a college campus. It was an invitation to learn something about peer counseling, and there would be zucchini bread. And it was 1972, the year of zucchini bread. It was in a creaky old college campus building with lots of comfy, worn-out couches. And there we would learn how to offer support and most of all an ear to classmates in distress. And we would give them zucchini bread. That was the big thing. I had a night shift, and through the doors would come the owners of stolen bikes and lonely hearts and broken hearts, but mostly it was just a lot of insomniacs who would show up. And I really learned so much from those people. What might have seemed, however, at the outset, the simplest story or problem in the world, the twists and turns of any one person's experience coming through that door, was really about how their school life had unraveled, that something had wrecked their focus or their confidence and sent them down a rabbit hole of despair. I found that what often came through the doors was obscured by something that really was going on in their life somewhere else, perhaps. A home had broken up while they were away at school, that a relationship had soured or grown dangerous, and the idea of just disappearing for that person seemed a lot easier than facing any more demons or disappointments. Well, it all kept coming back, really, to the kinds of questions one might ask. What could be a dialogue-driven outcome? That's a phrase we use a lot in mediation. What can we talk about, as opposed to finding the fix? What is it that person is saying? What is not being said, most of all? How to make them visible to the person with whom they were in conflict and visible to themselves so that we could unravel the conflict or the crisis or just come to terms with what the issues might be. And what did it look like if nothing changed? Often that was the big motivator. What if things stay just the same and you do nothing about it? How about that scenario? And often that would motivate people to start opening up and unpacking a little bit more, rather than watching things further decline. It's certainly been, to me, and I'm sure to many of you in this room, never more crucial than in these social media times, that we've seen the paradoxical impacts of remaining constantly in touch and yet resulting in increasing isolation and the loss of often nurturing physical interactions. The challenge and the stress of even managing two identities, the original and the digital us. Are we going missing somewhere in between managing those two selves? And how and where are we really showing up? How are we really being known and seen? In my work with the partners of community boards and neighborhood courts and pretrial diversion and justice-involved youth over the last 2 decades, I have learned so much from these exceptionally attuned and plugged-in leaders and allies in this restorative justice work. Fellow mediators, youth counselors, school teachers, principals, probation officers, caseworkers, and community service providers, they are so deeply engaged in the redirection and support, especially of youth caught up in family, school, and community disturbances and distress. But throughout, I have to say I've learned the most from the kids themselves, especially from my daughters. What they often say is missing in their lives, the children that I see behind bars. It often comes down to, believe me, not in these exact words from them, that what they miss is a longing to belong to something, to have expectations met, to be able to count on something or someone, to have structure or routine, to be able to count on physical safety, to have a predictable day, to have basic needs met like meals and housing, to feel visible, to feel value, to feel listened to, and to be able to hear a question asked of them, such as, tell me what's going on with you, instead of what is wrong with you. Making room for their voice and for those they've harmed so they can hear about the impact of their actions, and to begin taking ownership of their actions. It's a slow but steady process of helping them find a way towards acknowledgement, towards accountability, and at the end of the day, if we're all lucky, to their own personal atonement. Ultimately, the goal in these storytelling expeditions, the exploration with these youth is often just helping them gain re-entry into places like home or school or community. Their offending behaviors have often caused them to lose touch with all of those places. So the things and the places they need the most, they need to get back to those things to rehumanize them, but also to make them solid again. Getting them beyond being defined by what's on the police report is enormous. Helping them find that voice to reveal who lies within, what light is still on. That's really, really huge. And helping establish that is, again, giving them a voice. What would carry me in the end through some of those mediations with youth was the simple but never simple thought that if we could only help these teens, that person right in front of me right now in distress, find their way, just maybe we will not see that person as an adult years and years from now when they're in the crosshairs of a justice system that will not give them that opportunity for their voice or the voice of the person they've harmed. I want to thank my two families. My husband, Anna and Caroline, my sister Jerry, who's here from North Carolina, I'm so grateful. My dear friends, Yannick and Mary and Liz, who are here today, deeply supportive. I want to thank my other family, my mediation and restorative justice family, the late Donna Salazar, and the community boards team who opened my eyes and mind to mediation practice a quarter century ago. To David Chernas of the San Mateo Juvenile Mediation Program, who furthered the work deeply and thoughtfully in restorative justice practice for youth involved in the justice system. To my invaluable workmates and teachers of the practice themselves, Cricket McCracken, Karen Lipney, Sharon Tom. I want to thank as well the amazing pretrial diversion team over here at these tables. Couldn't do it without you. Sylvia Johnson, who keeps us on track with our cases. My beloved volunteer panelists. I see you, Lynn McKay, who track our cases and who do such deep work in the fine, fine art of helping those in conflict unpack their cause and get them back on their feet again. And above all, I have to say, Jackson G. of San Francisco's Neighborhood Courts, his constant support, who leads the way in this work we do for the city. So thank you all so much for this honor. Thank you, Darlene and Community Board.
Okay, we're not done. We have more people to congratulate the award winners today. I would like to invite up Santiago Lerma from he's a legislative aide for District 9, Supervisor Hillary Ronan's office. And Brava is in District 9, and Mission High School is in District 9, and he is here to congratulate the award winners.
Good morning, everyone. It's a very big pleasure of mine to be here with all of you and to congratulate the award winners. Coming from District 9 and having two of the award winners located in District 9 is a great honor. There's plenty of conflict in District 9, as you all may well know. So it really makes me proud to represent and thank the folks who are trying to make it better and resolve some of the issues in our district. So first, for Brava, Women in the Arts, we have a certificate from the Board of Supervisors signed by every single member, all 11, giving gratitude and thanks to everyone here. And first, Brava. And next to California Lopez, and I want to say, having to also, well, actually, Mission High School is not in District 9, but many of the people who attend at Mission High School are in District 9, and there's a lot of, youth that really need help. So I'm really proud to see you doing such a great job and so articulate and inspiring that you care so much for your community and your classmates. And then finally, for Susan Stone, I really want to, listening to you, I really want to say thank you for all of your work. We have spent almost 3 years now trying to close juvenile hall in San Francisco. The legislation passed 3 years ago. It's a lot harder than it seems. But the number one thing is that we want to get children out from behind bars. No child should be in those locations, and really want to say thank you for helping kids get into positions where they don't have to be there, and we can close that building forever. And actually then too, for you guys, just also want to really honor community boards, and the Board of Supervisors really thanks you. Save us a lot of time in having to intervene in a lot of these conflicts, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Santiago. I'd also like to invite legislative aide Adam. Are you here? Adam Thongs Avat, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, from District 8 Supervisor Raphael Mandelman's office, which I believe is Susan's supervisor.
I will be very brief. Congrats to all the honorees, and to Susan, who's a former Castro constituent. I was joking with her earlier. We should recruit you to join our office, because as Santi knows, in District 9, neighborhood issues, they start from small issues, they evolve to a lot bigger issues. So thank you for your work towards restorative justice, for your volunteerism, and to the literal hundreds of trainers, mediators that you've coached, and just seeing you speak to your table and the group of pretrial folks, it's so clear that you have incredible passion for this work. So thank you to you, and thank you, community boards.
I'd like to welcome District Representative Elisa Young, who is here to congratulate the award winners on behalf of State Senator Scott Wiener.
Hi, just wanted to thank everyone for attending here today, and also to community boards for organizing such a lovely breakfast. The lox are really great. And then I wanted to congratulate all of our wonderful awardees. First, we'd like to congratulate Brava. We truly appreciate all of the work that y'all do for folks especially at the intersection of LGBTQ+, folks, people of color, and especially youth, because there are just so many people. There are just so many members of each of those communities, and multiple members of each community, or multiple people within each community that just need access to the same resources and want access to the same resources as everyone else. So we really appreciate your work in the community. And next, we wanted to congratulate California Lopez. The work that you've been doing at your age is amazing, because when I was at your age, I did not know what restorative justice was. I think I learned about it when I was like a freshman in college. So the fact that you've mediated so many cases within this year alone, from what I remember, is just astounding. And I can't wait to see the amazing things that you do in the future. And if you're interested, maybe you want to intern at our office. I'm in charge of the intern program, so just saying, we would love you. And last but not least, we wanted to congratulate Susan Stone. Thank you so much for your words. Hearing you speak was very amazing, and we just really appreciate the work that you've been doing for the community, and how much work you've been doing with restorative justice in the community, even like later on in life, after you've after you've done so much already within broadcast and other industries. Like, the fact that you're doing this work is amazing.
And please welcome the field representative and congressional staffer, B. Dinsmore, representing United States House of Representatives Nancy Pelosi.
Thank you, everyone. Speaker Emerita Pelosi wishes she could be here with you all today herself, but unfortunately she cannot. So I am here to present certificates of special congressional recognition to our awardees, and just to thank them for all of their work and congratulate them on these awards. So first, for Brava for Women in the Arts, thank you so much for all of your work. And California Lopez, here. It's especially inspiring to see all the work you're doing at such a young age, so I just wanted to echo that. And last, Susan Stone, thank you so much for your invaluable service to our community. Thank you all again for having me here today.
All right, let's do one more round of applause for our award winners. Woo-hoo! Okay, wow, that was amazing. Thank you to all the special guests here joining us today. Thank you to the families, the friends, the co-workers, and the mentors who were here today. Before we turn back to our special musical guests, Melanie and Poet Laureate Tongo, I am going to introduce the incoming board president of Community Boards, Christian Morales, who has some words and thoughts to share with you today.
Hi, everyone. Today, I just first and foremost want to start off by acknowledging the community building that we're all doing here today. I'm just very happy and genuinely, my heart is filling just seeing all these faces, seeing our award winners, so thank you. I'd like to start by acknowledging Darlene and the immense and creative ongoing work that she puts in this annual celebration, a uniquely special event for all of us and the San Francisco community. So, thank you. I'm Christian Morales. I'm proud to serve as the president-elect of Community Boards, Board of Directors. This wonderful showing of support for our award winners and the work of Community Boards is immensely appreciated. I'd like to also extend my congratulations to the award winners, Susan Stone, California Lopez, and Brava for Women in the Arts. The Board of Directors is greatly grateful to our event sponsors. It is through your generous donations that we are able to host this event every year, so thank you. I would also like to take a moment to tell you a little bit about Community Boards. For over 46 years, Community Boards has been providing San Franciscans and the community at large with a safe space to work through conflicts in a way that promotes win-win resolutions for all parties involved. We believe that everybody's needs and perspectives matter. The best way possible to create and sustain relationships and healthy communities and neighborhoods is through communication that honors diversity and cultural differences. Community Boards programs have expanded from the first neighborhood mediation program in the United States to newer programs that include neighborhood courts, Rising Up, Healing Justice Restorative Justice Initiative, support for our faculty and staff at the San Francisco Unified School District, and facilitation, coaching, and mediation support for public and private entities. I'd like to ask to all of you to make a donation to Community Boards. Your donation today will be used wisely to support our neighborhood mediation program, where no one is ever turned away for lack of funds, and where mediation is provided in every language that is requested. If you can take a moment to take your phone out, on your table you will find some sheets of papers where you'll be able to find the text to Peace Donate. You can text the word peace to the number 415-818-1157 to donate. All donations, no matter what size, ranging from $5 to $5,000, is greatly appreciated. Without further ado, I'd like to bring back our wonderful San Francisco Poet Laureate, Tongo, to share a poem with us. Thank you, everybody, and as always, happy Pride Month. Thank you.
From a two-floor skyline, an abandoned house once talked to me. It said, "Young man, you are heroic and 10 years old. Among 20 generations of friends, your friends will free fall away. They will free fall up. They will free fall the walls with 5th grade speed to industrial paint behind secondhand fences. Young men, use quick knife tones, be bone and brass, be last laugh music. You are always leaving. Always want to change your clothes from the door of life and escape. The two-floor skyline says you the guy that dies in the middle. The friend more blues than skin. The face that cheap hotel schizophrenics can place with their 90-mile-per-hour right eyes among dry heat killers. Once children, 3 feet high, and roaming and repeating and aiming at cotton mirrors that hang on breathing walls. You are 10 years old, tagging along, yawning at well-lit violence, whistling tool shop songs. You will be useful. You will be behind alone, flying on a nephew dragon from a $20 family in the sky that calls itself just more soil. Around walls are just walls, except these walls suggest you make wives out of highs and currency. Here the air is polite to sleepy glass and bullying walls. Young man, you will come to admit that sometimes suicide is power, because some people live stronger as ghosts, and sometimes the afterlife empties. Billions of souls enter objects like playground bullets and abandoned door frames. Even broken glass will prove it has voice too. There are 24 hours behind your back. Look over your shoulder right now. Can you hear it? The sound of drums punching themselves out. The sound of piano parts learned in between assassination attempts. Be bone and brass, be bone enough for 2 souls, be invincible again. Suffer red-eyed accents, professional fingertips, gifted victims, 6 in the morning, beer the first month of probation, to shout at the wall, see these words that shouldn't be home. Look behind you again, be invincible again, be windward, be a sad machete, be her son, be a thief, steal his back, laugh too long, and never look away. The afterlife will empty and walk you home.
Thank you, Tongo. Let's give another round of applause. Last but not least, I invite Melanie back up here for our last song of the day, but do not leave when it is over, because we will have a champagne toast. They're pouring little flutes of champagne. We will invite you to form a circle somehow in this space, and all of you who would like to speak to the award winners, you are invited to share your voice today. And I am so glad that you joined us. I invite you back next year. I hope to see each other again next time and in between. And now for Melanie.
Where are you? How much better is the world that our 3 people are in and that all of you are in? So, we're going to sing a song called Put One Foot in Front of the Other and Lead with Love. There will be clapping, there's call and response, you'll get it. Here we go. You gotta put one foot in front of the other, sing with me, and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. You're not alone. You're not alone. Don't you give up. Don't you give up. Keep moving on. Keep moving on. So we gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other, and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other, and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other, and lead with love. Lift up your eyes, don't you despair. Look up ahead. The path is there. So we gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. I know you're scared. And I'm scared too. But here I am. Right next to you. So we gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. We gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. And lead with love. And lead with love. And lead with big love.
All right, that concludes the 13th Annual San Francisco Peacemaker Awards. Woo-hoo! We will be serving you champagne. We will raise a glass to our award winners. Folks at home, you're welcome to continue watching for a moment. And the floor is yours. Thank you so much. Phone. The floor is yours. That's what we're all about here. All right, Patricia from Peer Resources.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I just want to give a really big shout out to California Lopez, who is being honored today as a young person. And just seeing her go through many of the same programs as I did as a young person, and now being, have my own career and being influenced by the amazing work of conflict management that all of us are doing in different spaces. I also want to acknowledge just the supervisors' offices, because a lot of this work that happens in our neighborhoods, people don't really know about it, right? And it could help so many conflicts that are happening. So just a shout out for being able to be here and support that work. And of course, Brava Theater, a lot of us grew up there, and it has just been really great to see how many voices you uplift every day. So thank you.
Excellent. Anybody else? Let's have a toast to our award winners.
I also wanted to congratulate and remind us of the people that came before, all the people that are in the room today. When I heard Donna Salazar's name, I started tearing up. Donna Salazar has trained so many people in San Francisco. The class that I was in about 20 years ago, there were 100 lawyers in that class. And she has been such a mentor to me. So people like Donna Salazar, people like Raymond Stolholz, and many, many of those that preceded us and are now gone. So also just in memory to them.
Thank you. absolutely.
Hi, everyone. My name is Monica. We're here with the San Francisco Department of Children, Youth, and Their Families. We are fortunate enough to be proud funders of Peer Resources, as well as Brava, and we're just so grateful and closely partner with Pretrial Diversion Program. So it's really an honor to be here, and on behalf of our department, we thank you so very much for the work that you do every day. Thanks again.
Thank you, Monica. Cheers. Who else would like to say something? This is not typically a quiet crowd. All right, I'm going to go this way. Elvia Garcia from YOLO Mediation Services.
Thank you. I want to congratulate all the awardees, of course, and a special thanks to community boards for making this event. This is the first time I've been here, but community boards trained our first group of mediators in Yolo County back in the late 70s, 80s, before I was involved. So very close to my heart. Thank you very much for hosting this wonderful event.
Thank you. And Elvia is a very highly specialized leader of restorative justice circles. Who else would like to say something? All right. Okay. Blue Walser.
Retirement land. It's a very happy place. I just wanted to thank and acknowledge Darlene and community boards for all the amazing work in such turbulent and changing and difficult times, and it's nice to have a rock, a home, a place where you know that your values are represented and that good work is being done despite all the troubling things we know and hear and experience, and I think that deserves a definite clink of the glasses there.
Hello, everyone. My name is Javon. I work at San Francisco Pretrial, and on behalf of Pretrial, we want to say congratulations to Susan and all the award winners. Her guidance is very important to Pretrial, and we thank you and community boards for all the work you guys do. Thank you.
I just want to make sure that what doesn't get lost here is the effect on the people doing the work. So I retired, and what I said is I don't want to do anything that doesn't fill me up, and I don't. And I love doing conflict coaching and mediation in neighborhood courts because it fills me up. So I'm transformed. I hope that other people are affected by what I do, but honestly, I gain from it every day. So thank you for the opportunity.
I think that is a wrap. We will see you next year. We hope to see you in between. Community Boards offers basics and mediation training 3 times a year. We welcome all of you to get involved and be safe and joy and peace.